I'm now going to describe to you how I tune my dulcimer. This is a Korg CA30. Now this is great for tuning your dulcimer and it's really easy to use. There's a red button just here. You press the red button and that turns the tuner on. Now we have some different coloured lights here. I don't know if you can see them turning on and off. We have a green one in the middle and two red ones either side. Now these tell you when your dulcimer strings are in tune. If we have a red light here, that means the string is out of tune, slightly above the note. And if we have this red note on the other side, this red light on the other side, it means the dulcimer is slightly out of tune, lower than the note. So, the tools I use: a chromatic tuner. This is available on my website. The dulcimer pickup. I use this to tune the dulcimer in a loud room, but it's also perfect for sticking underneath your dulcimer and then plugging into an amplifier, and this will turn your dulcimer into an electric dulcimer. This means you can amplify it so that any amount of people can hear it, even if you're in a very loud club, and you don't have any problems with feedback as you do when you use microphones. So this is a specialist dulcimer pickup. This is also available on my website. So these two things are what I use to tune my dulcimer. Okay, so here's a demonstration. Using my thumbnail and with my tuning lever, first of all I run my finger along the string to make sure I'm definitely putting my tuning lever on the right tuning pin. So I put it on the top string's tuning pin, and then I ping the string with my thumbnail. Now I hold with my right hand, with my left hand you can't see this, I hold the dulcimer tightly, and then with my right hand I put my thumb on the metal and I grip my fingers round like this. And then I turn the lever downwards so the note is now out of tune. And now what I do is I slowly push the lever upwards until the light on the chromatic tuner goes green. I keep pinging with my thumbnail to check how I'm doing. I'm quite close now. I am still getting a red light, but it's a lot closer than it was. I'm going to just move this closer for you to have a look. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, so I'm still getting the red light, but I'm a lot closer. When I turn the tuning lever, I turn it a very, very tiny amount. The smallest amount you possibly can. Very small. Okay, now I'm going to ping it again and see how close I am. As you can see, I've now gone slightly below the note, so I'm going to have to go back up again. Sometimes what you find is the note on the dulcimer will straight away go into the right place, which is great. Sometimes you'll have one that will very slightly go under the note and then very slightly go back over the note, and you just have to keep fiddling about until it sits exactly on the green light. So now I've gone back over, so I'm higher again, and I'm going to bring it back down. Aha, there we are, we have a green light. I will just show you. A lovely green light. This means that this string is now perfectly in tune. So now I'm going to tune the string directly underneath it. Now this string is going to be tuned to exactly the same note. But now I'm not actually going to look at the chromatic tuner, I'm going to use my ears. Now what I do is I use my hammer and I hit both strings at the same time. And I'm going to put this note, this string, higher out of tune, so you can hear what it sounds like when the dulcimer is out of tune. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a slight wah 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 wah, a wah sound. Now this means that the two strings are vibrating at different rates. Now the closer it is that the bottom string is vibrating exactly the same to the top string, the wah wah will get slower and slower until you just hear one single sounding note. So I'm going to now turn the lever so it's closer to being in tune, but not quite exactly in tune. Okay, now I'll hit it again to show you what it sounds like when it's closer to being in tune. Now I'm hearing a sound that goes wah 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 wah. And before it was going wah 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 wah. Now the wah wah sound is slower, which means it's closer to being in tune. So now I'm going to hit both strings again and turn the lever until it is exactly in tune. I may have to fiddle a little bit to get it exactly right. Now to my ear, I can hear no wah 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 sound. I'm just hearing one single note, as if I was just hitting one string. Now this means that the dulcimer on this particular note is perfectly in tune. The tuning pins are very stiff. Now the reason for this is it means your dulcimer stays in tune a lot longer. So when you're turning the tuning lever, it may feel like you can't turn it at all because it's very stiff. Well, just keep experimenting until you feel exactly how much pressure you need to turn it a small amount. Now, and the reason I put my thumb just here is I'm pushing against the metal at the same time as I am pulling the lever. This gives me more control over how far I turn the lever. An overview. First of all, I put the tuning lever on the top pin of the string I want to tune. I hit it with my fingernail. I turn the lever downwards, which makes the note go up above where it should be. Then I look at the chromatic tuner while hitting with my fingernail, turning the lever upwards, which brings the note back down into tune until I get a green light. Then I put the tuning lever on the tuning pin just below and I use the hammer. This time I hit both strings at the same time and I don't look at the tuner. I hit the strings and turn the lever down, which puts the note up out of tune, and then while hitting the hammer I turn the lever upwards, bringing it back down into tune until I don't hear any wah 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 sound and it sounds like just one single note. And that is when the note is perfectly in tune. I hope this has been helpful for you, and if you have any more questions about how to tune the dulcimer, please contact me at dizzi.co.uk.